So this mic looks exactly like a vibrator that we carry. It's called Black Magic, and this is just as spiky as it is on this mic. Maybe it's kind of bad that I'm touching that. And this, it's just a one speed, one button, and you press it, and then this just hums and buzzes like extremely fast, and it sounds almost like a wasp, and it's just an on and off. And it's a really old school toy that we've had for probably since the 90s, honestly, since when we opened.
The spiky end is where the button is, right?
The spiky end is what's going against your clit.
Whoa.
It's like a intense toy, and then it just it has like a button, say here, that would be like a one up or down to turn on and off. I know.
Like a mic.
It's always like people who buy it or people who've been using it since like for who knows how long, and they just buy it to replace it like when it breaks because it's battery operated. And that's usually like worse quality than recharge. Anyway.
No, I love that, but that's so spiky. I'm like concerned. Okay, hi everybody, welcome back to the pod. Today we have the one, the only Toni joining us. Special guest. You're our first guest. Welcome.
Thanks.
Do you want to give a little introduction? Whatever.
What kind of intros?
You can do like zodiac sign. You could do like hobbies, interests, favorite color, something about you, fun fact. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, my name is Toni. I'm their friend. My zodiac sign is Capricorn. My favorite color is probably purple.
Good one. That's mine too.
Really?
Well, green and purple. Yeah.
It's so queer coded. And then, fun fact. I don't know. My mind is racing with every potential thing I could say.
Maybe we should ask a more specific question. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe like
I'm an indecisive Libra moon who can't think of one fun fact. There actually aren't that many. It's more just like, what on earth do I say that I'm thinking of everything that's related to me. I just thought of the dog story. I was like, do I tell that?
I was honestly going to be like, should we tell you to give a memory or sort of, but I feel like that's so convoluted. Yeah.
Anyway, Libra moon clearly. And then my rising is Scorpio. I feel like that's a good enough about me, and then the rest will come out through the pod organically.
I agree. Okay, so we always do a what did you learn this week? So what did you learn this week? Oh, if you want, we also are doing a New Year's like one goal you have for the year. If you want,
let's do the new thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that I learned, but it's something that I finally used and put into practice. And it was that technique that you had shown me to reheat food or cook food well on the inside and not just fry the bottom on the frying pan on the stove by adding a splash of water and then covering it with a lid so the steam gets trapped. And that's something that I actually did this week. Yes. And then I passed it on to Nick. Yes. I was trying to heat up some lasagna. And the bottom was getting all crunchy and the cheese was like cold at the top of the slice. And then I did the method.
It makes a difference. Yeah. It's like steaming it. Yes. Sometimes you can even do that with like a little bit of tomato paste and water. Oh, I've learned this is so...
No, we don't. Sorry, what did you learn this week?
This is so stupid. This is so stupid, truly, but it's the only thing I can remember out of my brain is I got an order for something and I was waiting for so long for it to come in and it never did. It was my glasses. And then I was like, I'm just going to call them. And I don't know why I didn't call them like 2 weeks ago, but I guess I was like, oh, benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just taking longer, even though they said it would take 2 weeks. But I was like, maybe they're just backed up with the holidays, whatever. And so I never called. And I'm like, I should just call. Anyways, that's it. So now I'm more motivated to call customer service. It's just like I'd rather minimize the number of customer service calls I have to make in my life, you know. So for me and them alike. So but I should just call.
I don't think I learned anything this week, but I think Toni being the guest of this episode can make up for my lack of
okay. No, that's fine. Okay, so we have this game that we're gonna play. You already know it. You love it, maybe. It's the she's a 10 but, except we're not going to give it to only 10s, and that's it.
Okay. Do you want me to pull up my list?
Could you please? Yeah. I need some generation. I feel like it's worth mentioning that we're like all stoned.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Gabby, go off.
Well, these ones are hypotheticals.
Sure.
These are the she's a 10.
Can you turn the font up like by so much? Oh my god, there's a song called She's a 10 but. That's so
Okay.
concerning.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's a 10, but every time she eats, she gets food all over her mouth and she won't wipe it away until she's done eating.
Depends on the food, but I don't know.
Are you not able to just tell her that?
No, you can.
But she refuses to until the end.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Virgo moon, so it's gonna be a 5 for me. I feel like
Yeah, I would give it a
6. 5, 6.
5.
It's 5.
Yeah, you know, I think
5.
I agree. I think a 5-ish. Yeah.
Because it just feels so.
That's
Why are we doing this? Why is this the hill to die on?
But then I guess how often are they eating food messy enough that it'll get everywhere, or is it like it doesn't even like
It's every time she
every
single time. That's a lot of times,
Yeah,
and it takes like 1 second to stop in the middle. You know what I mean?
it does.
And it's more for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay, yeah, I agree then. 5.
Yes.
Okay.
5s all around. She's a 10, but at every party she requests to do the limbo.
I was gonna be like, oh, if it's a joke, but it's almost worse somehow that way.
Was the beginning she's a 10?
Yeah, and if it's every time, it's no longer a joke. You mean that?
You like really genuinely want to do the limbo. Oh,
You want to do that? Yeah, no,
At every party, at every single one.
that's a lot.
I think it's down to like a 3 for me.
Yeah, it's the same.
yeah, I would give it. You know what? If it's for the bit, maybe. But
for
you're
every
right. No,
every
you're right. It's
party.
too many.
too many. If it was,
I'm counting like to me going to like the club or an event is a party. So it's like not just house parties. Like I'm thinking in public spaces. I'm thinking at the club is trying to like round
yes,
up
I
random
was thinking that
people.
too.
It is a
You know what I
3.
mean?
Yeah.
It might not even be a
You know,
1.
It might actually. I just had a vision. You know what I mean? Of being like at that last event that we were all at. Imagine one of us being like, guys.
Imagine being at that weed event that we went to, and someone said, "Let's do the limbo."
Ooh,
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. You know what?
1.
It might be 1.
Yeah,
Oh, whoa. Okay,
that's
yeah.
rough. Yeah.
She's a 10, but she confidently sings the wrong lyrics all the time. And then in brackets I wrote me.
Yeah, I feel like I do this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think
it can be cute. Even.
I think she's a 10.
like for personal reasons.
My one thing is that sometimes if I really want us to actually properly like sing along to a song in the car, like especially if it's like a rap song, and I love rap, I love listening to rap, I feel like if no one can sing that with me, like at any time, not even one time, one song, that's gonna be a 9. I don't know.
I think it's like mostly a non-issue, except for the same condition that you just once in a while when if you're trying to jam or like actually have like a more intimate or serious moment, it can be kind of like jarring, but otherwise I think it's cute and funny. And I think the key is that they confidently sing the wrong lyrics. If it was this like wobbly I don't know, like back and forth, like keeps checking the lyrics, keeps getting it wrong still, like that would be like different. But this is like kind of endearing, no?
She's a 10, but she's part of an MLM scheme.
Oh, 0.
I would give it a 0 too.
Like if she knew she was a part, I guess you don't know, but I don't know.
Do you not know? Is it like a cult?
I don't know. Part of me feels like these people are like actually believing this lie or this illusion.
I don't know.
Because they have to.
I just picture so many of like the Arbonne women when I read this, and it's a 0 for me as well, I think. Yeah.
She's a 10, but when she flirts with you, she speaks in a baby voice. Toni gasps as if she's had personal experience.
Like, is it like Goo Goo Gaga
No,
baby
thank God.
voice?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like how?
It's like how you would talk to an animal. Like, hi, sir.
Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Whoa,
Even just
yeah.
hearing that, like,
That's a 0 for me.
nailing
too.
coffee.
What if it was like, hi, baby.
-5. It got worse, Gabby. It literally got worse.
You just did that.
It got actually
That
worse.
was so fucking funny. That made me want to like leave my body.
It's the face you also made while singing.
I really felt like I was like brought somewhere.
It was concerning. Oh my god.
That was so funny. No, I think it's still a 0 for me, regardless of how what flavor of baby.
Yes. I mean, regardless all of my acting, I think it's also a 0.
Whoa, that's funny.
Yes. She's a 10, but she only dates Hey Mama's lesbians and refuses to acknowledge it.
This used to be me.
I know.
Yeah, I know. That's why Gabby wrote it. Yeah.
Whoa.
At one point in time, this is pretty neutral to me, but now I think she's like, honestly, like a 6. Only Hey Mamas, maybe 5.
I was gonna say, does my opinion even matter? I'm not like.
This is true.
You know what I mean? I don't even
think.
think I'm a sheet right now to this person. No, I don't know. Probably just like a 6 or 7 as well. Like, I think it's just a little bit of absence of self-awareness, but not about anything actually harmful. It's just kind of like funny, silly. Like, don't you see?
Yeah.
Everyone that you date looks like Justin Bieber, like, or Ellen, or you know.
Let me tell you one time.
Yeah, exactly. It's harmless. It's funny. It's cute. It's harmless. It's, you know, a little dorky.
She's a 10, but she considers being a gold star a source of pride. 0.
A source of pride,
Like,
like
it's kind of weird, yeah.
find better sources of pride. I don't know.
She's a 10, but she cracks your knuckles every time you hold her hand.
Honestly, I kind of like this. Maybe a 9.
What? No.
I like getting my knuckles cracked. Oh, like she's holding it so hard.
No. Like, she cracks your knuckles.
go to hold hands, and then all of a sudden your knuckles are getting cracked.
Oh. 9, maybe even 9.5. I actually think I would enjoy that a little bit. I like getting my knuckles cracked.
For sure.
Yeah,
We can see that.
yeah, I do.
Slay.
It's kind of satisfying. Yeah, I'd almost be turned on. Anyway.
From the fucking knuckle cracking. That is not the response I thought we were gonna have.
Maybe not every time, but you know.
No, I
mean,
don't think I
it's-
could do that.
Every time I think.
That's a 0.
I know. I think it's like a 3 for me.
Okay.
Like, I'd have to have like a serious discussion to be like, this cannot continue.
Yeah.
But that's because you find it painful then, right?
No, I don't like the feeling of it, but it's not painful.
Okay, still not like the feeling. Yeah. Okay, I understand.
She's a 10, but she's insanely afraid of aquariums to the point that she'll scream anytime she comes in proximity to one, and the fear is activated by fish tanks too.
This one feels targeted. I feel like you guys wanted to see my response to this one. You know?
But I like that you incorporated us into these questions. No, actually, though. You know, it was fine up until the fish tank point. Up until then, I would have been like, honestly, 10, whatever. We don't have to go to aquarium together. Like, I'll find other people to go to aquariums with.
Yeah.
But a lot of fish tanks in the world. I don't know. Or maybe there aren't. I don't know. Maybe like a 7, but we'd have to like work on some possible exposure therapy.
I hope to have fish tanks in my future. So I feel like this might be. Oh my god, this is what. This is my Libra moon, or maybe just it's like just weed. But I was looking at this, and I was like, okay, she's insanely afraid of aquariums, but I want to have fish tanks in my future. But what if she's not in my future forever? And you know, what if we only date for 4 years, and then it doesn't even matter because then we break up, and then I can get a fish tank, and so my answer doesn't really matter that much. But then I was like, but what if we get married? And then I was like, what if I'm in a non-monogamous marriage, and there's other people who I could like have fish tanks with, or like I don't know.
What if you have a fish tank at your like workplace?
I literally felt like I just experienced my 30-year-old self in this moment, quickly like reflecting on whether I made the right life decision about this woman because I didn't get a fish tank. I don't know. But that's where I was while you guys were answering about this question. And I feel like maybe like a 4.
A what?
A 4. Yeah, I like fish. I like fish tanks, and I want a fish tank. And if I'm going down like a monogamy route and just not thinking about any of the other potential factors, I think it's a 4. So yeah.
I would give it like a 5.
Okay.
Like a 6, kind of neutral. Yeah. She's a 10, but she's allergic to cats.
This would make me so sad.
Yeah.
This would actually be very difficult in a relationship with me, I think.
Yeah.
I just love cats. I want to have them for sure. It's not unlike the aquarium thing, but maybe even more. I think this might be like a 1 or 2 for me.
If she's willing to get those whatever like shots
Sure.
that you can get or take the medicine for it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's like okay with finding a way around it, then
Yeah.
whatever, 10.
Yes.
But if she's like, I'm not gonna do that, then
Then
2.
I
I want a
know,
cat.
right?
I want 2 cats.
Me too.
I have a cat.
Yeah.
Fran's not allergic to cats. We have a beautiful cat and dog. It would be 0. I'm not giving up, Gus.
Yeah, of course. And you should have.
She's a 10, but she doesn't know how to do laundry.
This is low for me too. Yeah, that's brings you down to maybe like a 2.
2.
You know.
Yeah.
Because that makes me scared for everything else. It implies
Me too. Yeah.
certain things.
Also, I've just never really understood this whole idea of not knowing how to do laundry. You put detergent, even in the simplest forms.
It's true.
You know what I
It's
mean?
really just someone who refuses to do laundry.
That's how
it's not like
I've never.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I understand one thing if it's like, okay, you don't know how to hand
Yeah.
wash clothes properly, you don't know how to lift a stain, you don't know how to
Mhm.
use bleach.
Mhm.
Like these things are a bit more like,
Mhm.
there's like a method and you can go wrong, like, you know.
But just
but-
using the
But just
thing,
if you have a
yeah.
washing machine and you,
Mhm.
it's just like a matter of pouring in the right amount into the.
pressing a button.
I
that's
you
why-
know, I think I'm gonna lower mine to like a 1
Well,
actually right now.
And that's why it's like a refusal
Yeah,
because
yeah.
and then that's why the refusal implies other things about your
Yeah,
character.
but other things that they're gonna like not know how to do
Exactly,
or whatever.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know. So yep, I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she's a 10, but she hides a penis-like shape in every tattoo on her body.
0. What the fuck?
Deliberately? Like knowing.
How did you even
As like a
come up
joke.
with this, Gabi?
It's so much fun making this.
I bet these are good, but holy shit! Oh my
Definitely a
god.
0. Yeah.
0, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm.
She's a 10, but every time she rides a carousel, she makes a siren-like sound for the entire ride.
You're just describing awful people. You're just describing the worst kind of people to go on any date with.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like low. Maybe like 2, 1, 1, 0. Well, no, 1 because how often are we riding a carousel? You know, maybe 1.
Yeah. I
What
don't
if she
know.
just did it once?
Fine. Once is fine. I can live with once.
Yeah.
What about like twice?
I can live with twice. I think my threshold is like 3 times.
For me, it poses the question of like why? Like why do you do this? Why can't you stop doing this? If we are doing like every time you ride a carrot, it's like I think that's what would cause the issue in my relationship is not so much the act of making a siren sound. It's me not being able to get my answers to why they do this. And then I'll like feel like I don't understand them, and then that'll cause like a rift in our relationship, and then I'm like there again. I'm watching us break up right now as I watch this Mario Kart screen. I'm seeing us at like a public space ending it because I don't understand
And that's so
the way they live their life.
fair. But I guess for me, it's like if they just do it 3 times because they're like, I just need to do this, whatever, get it out of my.
Why?
I don't fucking know. But
That's the
but
thing
you know,
that's causing me
I'm willing
stress.
to not understand as long as it's a very
I
limited
need
number
to
of
get it.
times.
I don't know.
If it's like
I don't
twice
know.
or 3 times, I'm like, I don't have to
But
understand everything.
Every time.
I would honestly give it a 5. This wouldn't bother. I'd find it so funny. I just think
Yeah,
it could
why
be
is that?
funny. Like, what if it
guess.
really
I don't
was?
know.
Like, every time I read one of these, I'm like, every time she goes to request to do the limbo, I'm like, that's a bit. That's like a joke.
Every time?
It gets tired, Gabby.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not the
Think a lifetime of this.
Yeah, or like the entire
But like,
relationship's worth.
why is that getting so funny to me? Like, you committed
You're
so
high.
hard to the
You're
bit.
stoned, bro. No, but I guess you're right. Well, no, you're not. Actually, I take it back. I guess you're right for you. That's correct for you.
Thank you.
I think 3 times is my cap on the carousel.
Okay.
But I could let 3 times go and be like, whatever. I don't know. I'll let this one thing go. I don't know.
I could maybe let like one time go. If it's just like a weird spur of the moment, like, I don't know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Any more than that, even that, I'd be like, okay. Yeah, after that, I'd be like, so you did that last time. And I just want to know what's going on.
Oh my god. Okay, she's a 10, but she likes to go camping and she makes you go too.
0.
Yeah. 0.
0. Well,
Unless it's
I
like
don't know.
nicer, like glamping level
There's,
camping.
Like,
If
better
there's running
conditions.
water, if it's like a cabin, basically, then sure. Wait, how often?
Otherwise, No.
Okay, yeah. If it's just like a couple times a year, once a year, I can live with that. But it has to be nicer. I'm not gonna like rough it in the woods, you know. I'm not interested in roughing it anywhere. Like,
Yeah, it's a no. I would 0.
Yeah, same.
Okay, my last one that I wrote down is she's a 10, but she frequently does stupidly dangerous things. Like she'll walk the ledge of a roof, but she can play the bass.
I love it. She's a 10. She
Gabby's
plays
like,
with life or
what
death.
would make me feel like
But
a
she plays
little
the
bit
bass.
enticed, but then also add a cherry on top because I want to learn how to play the bass and she could teach me. Like,
Absolutely what they were
it's
thinking.
so.
Yeah.
This is from your brain.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is a complicated profile. The bass does nothing for me in that question because I'm thinking about the stupidly dangerous things. In which case, 1, 0 possibly.
This would be a 0 for me too. I can't handle stupidly dangerous things.
I was going to give it like a 4.
Because she can play the bass. I know.
The instrument does sell me. If there was no instrument involved, that would drop to a 0 real fast. I don't know. To me, it's kind of like there's something kind of air sign about it that I'm curious about.
No, you're not justifying
like-
walking the ledge of a roof with being an air
There's something kind
sign.
of Aquarius about all that.
I
Geminis,
guess.
fun.
I mean, there
Yeah.
is, but
It's fun. I don't know. Not actually. I don't want anything to happen
No,
to them.
okay.
But there's some like splash of
Yeah.
something in there I'm curious about.
I guess
Maybe it's partly the understanding. Me being like, so why do you do this?
Mhm.
Like, tell me what's
Mhm.
going on. And
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing it.
that was the funniest last one
That
to
was
end
a really
on.
good one.
That
I
was
liked it.
so good, Gabby.
That
These
was
are
good,
so
yeah.
hilarious. Guys, this is so funny. This one is it's so random. She's a 10, but she's confusing. Whoa.
You know a man wrote that.
I do. I seriously do. She's confusing. What the hell does that mean? She's a 10, but she's obsessed with astrology. She's a
10.
12. A man wrote these guys.
It's a lesbian version of this.
Someone wrote she's a 10, but she loves being alone, takes too long to open up, has daddy issues, and uses music as therapy. Why did a man write this? That's so bad. Yeah, holy shit. But I clicked on a link that said 22 great first date questions for lesbians. And it's number 1 is, what do you do for a living? Number 2 is, what part of town did you live in? Where did you grow up? How long have you been living? Do you live? Wait, how long have you been living where you live / working where you work? Why is that its own question? 5, do you have any siblings? 6, what do you do when you're not at work? 7, what is your favorite movie of all time? 8, what are your favorite authors, or what kind of books do you like to read?
9, what's your dog's first name? Your first dog's 10. Where is your mother born?
Literally 11. Do you have any pets? Like,
where was your father born? Yeah.
No, actually.
12, what's your elementary school?
It's like, didn't she put that in her profile? Come on. Okay. This says 11 of the most difficult would you rather questions lesbians will ever face. Choose wisely, ladies.
Okay, let's see if we can answer these quickly.
This is so stupid already. Would you rather not hook up with Angelina Jolie and have everyone think you did, or hook up with her and not be able to tell anyone?
I don't want to hook up with Angelina
That was
Jolie.
my first thought as well. I was like,
Okay.
I guess the first, so I don't have to hook up with her.
Yeah, these are not of our... Okay, would you rather never get your period again, or have your girlfriend never get her period again? Me. Honestly, I'm so sorry. I'd like to decide for myself and say me. Yeah. Sorry. I'm with me for life, bro. I need that shit to be on lockdown. How would you rather react to someone who thinks your girlfriend is your sister? Okay, I don't want to read this. Say she's my sister and kiss her passionately on the mouth. Ew. Or come clean and say and tell everyone she's your girlfriend. Who wrote this?
Who would pick the first option?
I don't know. Fucking. Okay, right. So we're on the same page. Okay, great. Okay, yeah. So these are bad. Let's do your hypotheticals.
Okay. So I'll just read them, and then if
I can't.
And then if we feel like answering it, we can answer it. Some of them are light. Oh my gosh,
okay.
You know?
So intense, Gabby.
Some of them are light, like what finger could you live with? What finger could you live without? Yeah. Okay. You know? What? Or if you had to pick a sport to go to the Olympics right now, the sport you think would be the easiest sport, which would you pick and why?
For me to do?
Yeah.
The Olympics? Okay. Soccer.
Soccer?
No.
No, it has to be feasible for you right now. You need to be good enough.
I'm not Olympic level fucking anything. What do you want from me? Soccer, bro.
No. What do you mean? Speed walking or some shit.
Yeah.
Why are you choosing
I didn't know speed walking was in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, speed walking.
Not that I would do tennis or feasibly do it, but at least I know the rules of tennis.
I know the rules of soccer.
Okay.
Swimming, the 100.
Oh yeah, you could make
100 meter
swimming.
Oh, I thought it was speed walking as well, but probably also tennis.
Oh yes.
By a loose margin, a small. But yeah.
Okay, this next one. Would you rather know the history of every object you touch, or be able to talk to animals? I feel like that's such a. I don't know what I would choose.
To talk to animals, because I don't want to know the history of everything I touch. I want a little bit of blissful ignorance, and I feel like that's information overload. But if I talk to animals,
it doesn't include people.
No, yeah, I know, even objects. Okay, but I don't want to know the memories and associations attached to everything. Is it I can turn it on when I want and off when I want?
No, I pictured it like the Skittles guy who on the TV ad who turns everything he touches into Skittles.
No, Midas touch history, bro. No, I'm okay. That's fine. Yeah. I want the animals. And I feel like it would be really helpful. I want to know things actually from them that they know better than I do.
Yeah, I think animals too. Especially if you then have a pet, you can like talk to them and hang out.
Yeah, I guess animals.
What do you think Gus sounds like if he could talk?
Food.
Yeah.
Pet my tummy.
That's true. In that voice, exactly.
Yeah.
What finger could you live without?
Ring finger. I don't think your pinky is the weakest. I think it's like, it's just your fourth finger because of where it's positioned. I think I read about this in one of my biology classes. It's like the grip strength of your fourth finger is the worst because of its positionality, and it's not necessarily advantaged by the fact that it's slightly bigger.
Yeah, same, I guess.
I guess, yeah. You took my complicated question.
But no, even
And
as
you
you
were
were saying it, I kept playing
like,
with my.
oh, yeah,
I was like,
I don't
yeah,
use
it
this
is
one.
kind of weak. Yeah, that's cool.
Whereas I've used I've used my pinky alone.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was so
okay.
much higher when we started, and I feel like now I actually know how to speak into the mic and when I'm talking and stuff.
It'll be experimental. Whereas I've opened things with just my pinky finger before, but never just my ring finger.
No, you're right. I've done that too.
Yeah, it's a dexterity thing, something
I
about
love that.
evolution.
Would you be willing to have your left middle finger surgically removed if it meant you'd never get sick again?
Did something happen to your finger on this day? Did you like almost cut your finger off on this day? Like what happened?
Oh, I just wrote these high.
Okay, a lot of finger themes. Can you read that again?
Okay. Would you be willing to have your left middle finger surgically removed if it meant you'd never get sick again? I would.
I think I would too. Yes.
Yeah. Be like, bye bye, buddy. You had a good run.
I'd ask though if they could possibly reconstruct so that they're all closer together so that my grip wouldn't be compromised as much. Or maybe I wouldn't want that because I'd want equal weighting on both sides of my hand. Okay, yeah, I take it back.
Every day, 12 new things arrive to your house, all of which begin with a letter you can choose. What letter do you pick?
Wow, this is
I
really thoughtful, Gabby.
They are, I thought M for money, but I think that like is a loophole.
That's a great one.
So
Could you also do C for cash?
yeah, and
Spoken like true earth signs.
yeah, honestly, I want
Then I was also thinking
money.
cats.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yeah, but I also
Grapes.
like M because
Caramel.
yeah,
That's why.
I lost it. Something with food.
Cannabis. Okay, I think I'm winning.
Wait, C is a good one. Marijuana. Okay, I choose M.
Oh.
M is just gonna be mine. Yeah. It's my name. Yeah, it'll work out somehow. I don't know. Molly. Sorry. Those Magnum ice creams.
Fuck.
More clothes.
No.
Clothes.
Clothes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coins. For when cash. Credit card.
I would choose like S, like Subaru. I feel like S is a popular letter.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, I know.
Sweaters.
Yeah.
Clothes. I think I win.
Socks.
Clothes.
Clothes actually.
Sea shirts.
What?
Smoothies.
I'm trying to sell this to me.
Sativa.
Oh yeah.
Just sativa.
Where's
Just the component.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Gabby, you have to say C because cake.
Cake.
C's good.
CBT.
CBT.
C is really good. I didn't think about that.
Wow. Car.
Damn, wait.
It's like, you know, when people accidentally discover like government secrets, I feel like the English language.
Couch. You could furnish with C.
You could furnish. Yeah. Whoa. You know what? I'm locked in on C with all these cats, like cookies, cocaine, money, well, cash, whatever.
Cannabis.
Cannabis, like,
You know,
copper.
if I had the clothes equivalent in M, I would have stuck with M, but I don't. So I'm gonna hop over to C too.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna back you on this one.
Okay. If you were offered $1 billion to be locked in a room for 50 minutes with a huge possibility that when you leave the room, you will either be 50 days or 50 years into the future, would you do it? No. Why or why not? You can do anything you want with the money. You can donate it all.
No,
Like,
it's a no for me.
No, time is more important to me.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because you also don't know what you would walk out to in 50 years. What if it was like,
I don't know if I'd walk out in 50 years.
What if it was a year?
Oh. Yeah. Wait, how much money do I get?
$1 billion.
Yeah, I do for you. Well, alone in a room, one room. No,
But
I
it's
don't
only
know.
50 minutes in that room.
Oh.
You're only in the room for 50.
And then I lose a year? Oh, that's
You're
abso-fucking-lutely.
But it could also just be like 50 days or like a day.
Yeah. I take those odds. A year? I mean, I'd lose a lot, but a year is like way better to me than... Maybe it's also because it's like I'm comparing them 50 to 1, but maybe one on its own would feel like a lot. But I think I'd still take it. $1 billion?
I don't know either. A year now feels somehow more critical than if it was like a year more into the future. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. $1 billion
I think it's still pretty good
for 1 year of life, and then you're
I would do
secure.
it.
Maybe I
Yeah.
would too. I don't know. I'd have to like really think this one through. I'll get back to you guys in the next feature.
3 to 5 business days.
I just think the probability is really good. Just 50% is like pretty high.
Okay, what's the probability of calculating? Can we just say in a year you will... Sorry, you have to be in the room for 50 minutes. Then you're a year into the future.
Then you have a 50-50 chance.
No. You could be in the future by like a day or like 50 days.
Oh,
or
it's
you
even
could
lowered
be-
Okay.
Yeah. Or you might end up a year into the future.
I kind of hate that. I do, you know? But then part of me is like, well, at least there's another option. That what if it ends up actually just being a day? I don't know, you guys. I'm too existential for this. I don't know. Life is precious.
$1 billion?
It's a lot of money. Yeah. You're
Like
set
I
for
would
life.
change not just obviously my life, but like a million people's lives. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I could.
Like you could set aside an amount of money that can get you through your life without you really having to work.
Yeah.
You could even invest it if you wanted to, and then just give everything else.
Yeah. And to me, that is like so much more of a payoff to think about all the things that I could honestly fix tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is like,
You know what? Yes, actually, I'm sold. I agree.
yeah.
Maybe I'll do it then.
Yeah. There's a lot you could like fix overnight.
Yeah. What would you do if you had the cure to something like cancer? You knew for a fact that it was real, but you have no credibility and no way to convince people that you have that idea. Like you don't have a doctor degree, you don't have like anything to back you up. So you just sit with the cure to cancer, and you can't use it.
I guess I would publish it online and then try to get a lot of attention to it.
Oh.
And there would be frenzy at first. But then eventually people would try it or invest in it or start research around it. And then eventually I'd be proven right, but I wouldn't have to do the work. And it would also be proven that I said it because I was the one who blew the whistle.
Because you were the one on Reddit going, hey guys, have you ever thought about...
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, that makes more sense actually than what I was going to say. I was going to be like, see if I could talk to one of my friends who's either a doctor or getting their degree or in med school to see if they can then just spread the word instead, because at least they're more reputable in the field. I guess that's the word.
These are all way better strategies than what I came up with, which is fuck. The fuck can you do? That was your strategy.
I love that.
No, I respect it. Can I ask that question? What was an album that changed your life?
An owl?
Album. I'm just very curious about this now that it's percolated.
Do you have an answer to this?
I have a list, but I don't think it's comprehensive. But I also want to pick like one or two. I don't want to go through the full. You know what I mean?
I think I can do one. Probably Brandy Carlisle's The Story, I think. Yeah, I really like that one. I feel like that like helped me a lot to figure out my queerness and all of that stuff. So
that's a good answer. That was good. Okay. I have a list.
oh my god, you have a list.
No, it's great. It's good. Threads, Now. That was huge for me in high school. Got me through a lot in high school. Damn, Kendrick got me through 2017 with Control by SZA, and I needed to just survive 2017. Like, it was just about like getting through the fucking year, and those two albums really helped me a lot. CLB, Jersey Drake, that was really good for me too. Blonde, Frank Ocean, that one made me feel something that I don't think I ever really let myself feel before. Thanks, Frank. Hot Fuss, The Killers, Battleborn, The Killers. I love The Killers in high school. They got me through 9 and 10. Oral Fixation Volume 2, Shakira. When I was like 10, I think that album really affirmed something in me for my sexuality and also just who I also wanted to be.
Yeah, I like how you said I'm gonna pick one or two, and then now you've listed off like 7.
Because I'm buying Tony Time to Think.
Have you done any of that thinking?
Okay, sorry, I didn't know how long we were. Okay, then I'm just gonna say Up by Shania Twain.
Like in that case, I'm just gonna add another one.
Up by Shania Twain, Pink Print, Nicki.
That's a good one.
Siberia Lights, Heartthrob, Tegan and Sarah, Melodrama Lord, 1975, and When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Billy, Happier Than Ever.
Sorry,
Billy,
I didn't
Brand New
realize we
Eyes,
were
Paramore,
allowed to list
Paramore,
our
and
favorite album discography.
Yeah, no, honestly, no. The one that actually is true for me out of all of these are just ones that I loved, but the biggest one that did a number on me is probably Melodrama Lord, Threads Now.
Yeah. I just went to check to see if there was anything I was forgetting, but I don't think there is. I think the one that affected me the most was the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Stadium Arcadium. Yeah, I listened to it a lot when I was very, 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 very young. And I have memories of running around our family's basement where the family computer was to Other Side by them playing. Which is like one of their most PG songs. It's like just like whatever. And yeah. And also to Snow, Heyo, which I'm pretty sure is about Coke, but I didn't know. And I still love that one, actually. It's so cute. But yeah, I have a lot of good memories with that album. And yeah, they're that band that I like have just known since I have been alive, you know? So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we like use this to segue into our song of the week? Feels
That's
like
cool,
a good
yeah.
natural transition. I have a song of the week. Let me find the artist. Mine is Hold the Girl by Rina Sawayama. It's so good. I feel like the whole album actually gives me like old Lady Gaga vibes.
That's
Kind
cool.
of, but I really like
She's
it.
really amazing, Rena.
Yeah.
She was in Toronto recently too.
Oh,
My friend Michelle went to go see her.
damn.
Yeah.
I wish I'd gotten into her before.
Yeah.
Because I like literally the album has been on my to listen list for so long, and I was like, I'll get to it, and I
She's
didn't. And then I
cool,
listened to it like in its entirety the other day, and I was like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
This is so good. So
Yes, it's so weird. It's this Croatian song called Zbog tebe, which just means because of you, but in like a kind of like I don't know, in the various verses he's just saying like, because of you I'm unable to love anyone else because of you. You know, I'm aging quickly because of you. Like, I'm not allowing other people to love me. And it's just this sort of like wistful song where there's this woman who's clearly like left him in like a this state of not being able to move forward. And I don't relate to it, but it's more just kind of like, it's so cute, and the way he sings it and just the way it goes, it's such like one of those like heartwarming folky songs. Yeah, I feel like you would sing it like around a fire. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna add it to Slayla's playlist because we have a playlist where we compile all the songs of the week. So please send it to us.
Awesome. I wish I had known that before.
No, that's the beauty of it. It needs to be hodgepodge.
So vulnerable on the pod.
We love the vulnerable.
Well, there was definitely a time where that was true for me, like in around like the fall, and thank God I didn't have that song then because I would have fucking
I'm there.
You know, but yeah.
When did you find it?
It's cute. Sorry.
When did you find it? Just this week, or
Yeah, literally just like
cute.
the other week or two. I know the group, like they produce some of like the biggest like Croatian like folk songs, but yeah, I didn't really listen to the rest of their songs, and then that one just came on shuffle, and I was like, oh, poor guy, it's so cute. I totally get it. I remember that's how I felt when I came back from New York after meeting you know who. I was like, I remember being at the first queer wine night, and I was just like,
so
everyone here sucks. You know.
Yes,
like,
yes. I do. I've been having a throwback week, so Far Away Yeba, but also Let's Dance Miley Cyrus.
Ooh.
Yeah. But Far Away Yeba
Yeah.
with ASAP.
It's very good. Yeah. So that is all for this episode, folks. Glad you got to meet Toni.
Thanks for being
joining
here
us on the pod.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Nice.
I feel like I have gone through so many different states of my high on this podcast. Like in the beginning, I was like really inebriated, like couldn't even like get my name out to introduce myself, and then it kind of mellowed out, and then I kind of forgot all my responses to the first game already. I completely forgot what we.
I forgot we played
asked.
multiple games. Actually.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.